Event loops are they're I think they're super cool. It's another technique compared to threading, right? Like
Hmm.
you either spin up a bunch of threads, or the naive view is you either spin a bunch of threads or you're an event loop. But Ghosty mixes those concepts. It's like the event loop is actually a way to have concurrency but not parallelism. If
Right.
that makes sense. You could spin off a bunch of tasks, but there's only one thing happening at any given time, and that's really valuable. Like we want that, for example, in Ghosty's terminal IO because we only want one thing to be reading or writing the terminal state at any given time. But there are a lot of things that can impact it and they could queue up work and things like that. So that's intentional. But threading is concurrency and parallelism. And so there's like data races and stuff you have to worry about. So yeah, I think jargon is what causes the most confusion amongst people, engineers, software engineers in general. But if you like kind of peel it back to like, yeah, this concurrency versus parallelism, like what needs to happen at the same time, what just needs to be able to like be weighted on, like then the answers start to emerge. And I actually think that's like an aspect of non-formal software engineering education that is quite poor.
Hmm.
Like you spend a lot of time, they're not all equal, but you spend a lot of time in CS, formal CS programs thinking about this sort of concept, but you don't. A lot of self-taught engineers who are excellent that I've worked with, like, haven't conceptualized it the same way.
Yeah, I think this comes up too in in Go, for instance, where you have Go routines that are both concurrency and parallelism. And
Yes.
when Russ Cox was like, we should add coroutines to the language that are just concurrency, and I was just like, yes, I like give me that. I would like that because sometimes the parallelism like gets in your way because now you're
And
worried about,
you
for
got a
instance.
lot. I remember seeing that. I was already not writing Go, but I remember seeing in like Hacker News comments a ton of confusion, being like,
Right.
"Why would you get this?" And like that's like I'm like, the like the fundamental knowledge cracks are showing here because it's a very obvious thing of why you would want it, but it's only obvious if you were taught, educated in that concept. It's
Yeah.
like if you showed someone who's only ever done addition, like division, they'd be like, "What?" It's like the same thing that's happening here.